Most of the stitches on this machine aren't necessary, but 6 of them are the difference between a bag that lasts and one that fails. So this started as a tea towel. It was woven on a 100-year-old loom, and I'm making it as a gift for a friend. It's got a box base, a patch pocket, and a buttonhole closure. So that's 6 stitches. Let's go. Machine is threaded. The link is above if you need it. We're going to go straight to stitch number 10. It's 4mm long. It's the longest stitch on this machine. It's great for basting and top stitching. So I've got 4 layers of fabric here for the handle, and this length feeds cleanly without bunching. 2mm away from the edge, lock your stitch at both ends. And if you make a mistake, this is an easy stitch to unpick. That's a nice clean finish. Next is the button. You can sew a button on this machine, but I'm going to sew mine by hand. So we're going back to stitch number 10. That's the top stitching handles into the bag, finishing the top of the bag. Make sure you tuck those handles in, mark your buttonhole position, get it centered, and we're ready for the next stitch. Buttonhole stitch 1. No. Stitch 1, the buttonhole has 4 stages. Stage 1A, you've got the 4 bar tacks along the top edge. Then we're going to 1B. That's the arrow that machine reverses. So the zigzag runs down the left, moving backwards. Hold your fabric steady. Don't push or pull it. Let the machine do the work. When you reach the other end, go to 1C. That's another bar tack, and we're going to go more bar tacks this time. We're going to go 4 to 8 stitches. Back to 1D. That arrow tells you that the machine is coming forward, and the zigzag's coming back up the right side. When you reach the first bar tack at the top, stop. Go back to 1A and add 2 or more bar tacks to finish that end securely. Now, at this point, put your needle in the fabric, pivot your fabric round. This is going to be stitch number 6. People don't talk about this one much. It's 1.6mm. It's the finest stitch on this machine, and it secures the buttonhole so it won't unravel. So don't reverse the stitch. The machine can't achieve that length in reverse. I just want you to pivot and sew forward. Look how neat that buttonhole is, and no buttonhole foot was needed. We're going to open it and place a pin just before the bar tack at one end. Use your seam ripper and push forward carefully. That's 4 layers of fabric, so take it slow. The pin will stop you going through the bar tack by accident. Now replace the pin on the other side, flip the fabric round and do the same from that end. Test your button. Perfect. Next is stitch 5, and this is your satin stitch. That's 3 sets of zigzags on this option. They're all 5mm wide, but different stitch lengths. The first is the tightest, the third is the widest. So practice all 3 on a scrap piece of fabric first and pick the one you like best. Now on this machine, they all look very similar, so don't overthink it, just pick one. So all the way around your patch, lock the stitches at each end and check the back. That's your patch secured and your pocket is ready for a gift card. Stitch 8 is 2mm long. That's half the length of stitch 10. This is your stress stitch. Anything that's going to take pressure off the seam. That's clothes, toys and bags. So those seams need to hold. Make sure you lock the stitches, and if this fails, that whole bag will fail and we don't want that. Stitch 4 is your zigzag, full width of the needle swing, 5mm wide, and this cleans the raw edges and stops the fraying. I don't have an overlocker, so this is my substitute. Lock the stitches and fold the whole seam edge all the way down. Cut the frayed edges carefully and don't catch your stitching. So we're going to box the corners, and that's back to stitch 8. Stress point strong stitch. Make sure both corners are exactly the same measurement or your bag will just sit unevenly. So that's it. The pattern and instructions for this bag are in the description below. Pop a gift card in the pocket. 6 stitches, 1 tea towel, 1 bag made with love. This is your reference video now, and anytime you forget which stitch does what, come back here. Let me know what you make and tell me in the comments which machine you'd like to see this bag made on next, because I'm going to be testing it on other budget machines.